says that they have come to a deal with Republicans to end the shutdown. Senator Kaine, thank you very much for joining us, first off. I'd love to get your
Katie,
response to your fellow Democrats, and that's also going to include your fellow Virginian, Senator Mark Warner, who said that he can't vote for a short-term fix that leaves working families staring down a health care crisis, and simply kicking the can down the road is not good enough. What is your response?
Katie, there was no path to any fix on health care with the government closed. So I supported the Democratic position in this from the very beginning until middle of last week. We had a big win in elections in Virginia, and Donald Trump woke up Wednesday morning and decided finally to engage and negotiate. And as I predicted, within a matter of a few days, if the president engages, you can find a path forward. Here's where we were last Wednesday. We had no path forward on health care because the Republicans said we will not talk about health care with the government shutdown. And we had SNAP beneficiaries and those relying on other important services who were losing benefits because of the shutdown. So no path to a health care fix, SNAP beneficiaries suffering. I got into the negotiation Wednesday. I realized we needed to help turn this around. And so now we have full funding for a year for the 45 million Americans, 1 in 8, our most vulnerable people, for SNAP, repairing some of the damage that the Republicans did last summer. We've got a path to a health care debate and vote within a month on the Democratic proposal to fix health care, where we will have a fight with Republicans and see who stands up for Americans. And then what I got in the deal was protection for federal workers. All furloughed workers and all those who've been RIF'd recently come back with back pay. And I got the White House to guarantee, as the last element of the deal to get me on board, that there would be no massive firings, RIFs, going forward. I have 320,000 federal employees in Virginia. There's 2 million statewide. That was enough to get me to yes. And now I'm going to fight like hell to make sure we succeed on the health care vote.
Why do you trust the White House?
I'm sorry?
Why do you trust the White House?
Oh, I don't trust the White House. I don't trust the White House. The commitments I've told you are now written into statute. I trust my Senate Republican colleagues that we will have a vote. It's not on a guaranteed outcome, but we were not getting a vote. We were not even getting a chance to have a debate about health care as long as government was shut down. So now we're going to pay federal workers. We're going to untangle the chaos in air traffic. We're going to make sure SNAP beneficiaries get what they desperately need every day. And then we'll have a fight, Katie, about health care on the main stage, in the spotlight, without the background noise of all the shutdown effects and consequences drowning out the high stakes of the health care fight. I think it's a fight we can win.
So you mentioned the elections on Tuesday, and in Virginia, which, as you well know, I don't need to tell you this, highly affected by the government shutdown, a lot of federal workers. Those Virginians went out and voted overwhelmingly for the Democrat. They voted for Abigail Spanberger for governor, and they voted for the Democrats down the ballot as well. You said the president saw this and took notice. I don't know. I guess the question for a lot of people is, why did you read that as a reason to end the shutdown and not a reason to continue and to force the Republicans on the issue of the ACA? Because you can have a separate vote on it. They've always said they could have a separate vote on it. But there's no leverage any longer. The president can veto it. The House cannot pass it. So you're going to lose those health care subsidies,
Katie, you asked me
more than likely.
You asked me a funny question. Why did I read the results as suggesting we should find a path out of shutdown? It wasn't the results. It's that I talk to Virginians every day. My state has been uniquely hurt by this shutdown, uniquely hurt by the mischief in the reconciliation bill. My governor-elect, who won by 15 points, Abigail Spanberger, the first thing she said was, please find us a path out of the shutdown. She took to her own media last night giving me thanks for finding the path forward. I know what Virginians think. I know some of my colleagues are critical, but I feel very confident that this is a good deal for Virginians and a good deal for Americans. And you're right, we're going to have this vote, and Democrats will show who we are when it comes to protecting health care, and Republicans will show who they are.
But you could have done that 40 days ago.
Not agree, but hold on a second. But I wouldn't have gotten full funding for SNAP. and I wouldn't have gotten protection for federal workers because I needed the president to do that, and he only engaged a couple of days ago.
It doesn't seem like some of the party is just angry about this. It seems like this is ripping the party apart at a time where it felt like the party was coming back together post-elections. How do you convince your fellow Democrats to stay together on this? And how do you convince voters across the country to believe in the Democrats again?
Can I just say,
go ahead.
Can I just say, ripping the party apart? I think you're over-dramatizing this. I mean, I know the news business is to try to make everything like the biggest crisis since the Cuban Missile Crisis or something.
Don't say it's me.
There's differences of opinion.
I will quote your fellow Democrats. Gavin Newsom calls it pathetic. Hakeem Jeffries, complete BS. AOC says this is not about a base of voters. This is about
Katy,
about people's lives. Chris Murphy says it makes Donald Trump stronger. This is a moment that demands fighters, not folders. I mean, this is me quoting Democrats. I'm not making things up.
Right.
You know, it's reading what people are saying and reporting it.
I know it. And you would have said this, you could have read the same quotes last month, a month ago, a month ago, a month ago. Will Rogers, 100 years ago. I don't believe in organized politics. That's why I'm a Democrat. We're a big tent. We have different points of view. I've been doing this for 31 years. This is by far, a minor league issue within the Democratic Party. We're going to unify around having the health care fight within a month. And people are going to see where Democrats are and see where Republicans are. And I'll be glad to come back and talk to you about it once we've done that.
And I'm always happy to have you, and I appreciate where you are. And I think that there's a discussion to be had about these specific people who are making this deal. You guys are moderates. A lot of you, some of you are former governors. There's an independent. There are others who are from states that voted for Donald Trump and voted for Joe Biden, so they can be a swingy state. So I wonder if you're reading something that the rest of the Democratic Party isn't about where this country is.
Again, I'm a Virginia senator. I know where Virginians are. 320,000 federal employees. If you add up our federal employees and our contractors and their families, probably north of 1 million, 800,000 Virginians on SNAP benefits. 400,000 have health insurance on the exchange. We have now protected the SNAP recipients who are our most vulnerable, and we've got a path to at least find a fix on the ACA tax credits that we didn't have until we reopened government. So it's up to us to go make our case. It's up to Republicans now to grapple with whether they want to fix the health care needs of their constituents or not.
Final question, and I know I got to let you go, but I'm curious about Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
I saw you answer this question a couple minutes ago, and you said you don't think the House has any business getting involved in the leadership of the Senate in response to a couple House members saying Chuck Schumer shouldn't be the leader in the Senate any longer. Can you tell me why you're so confident in his leadership?
Just the dynamic within our caucus. And look, I got no problem with House members expressing an opinion. I never express opinions about, what the Democrats should do on the House side, because I just got a full-time and more job just being the senator, so I don't freelance a lot of advice over there. But if people on the House side have opinions about Chuck, they're entitled to them. But within the caucus, I can tell you right now, Chuck's our leader, and he's going to be our leader.
Senator Tim Kaine from Virginia. Always good to have you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Katie. You bet.